Notably, more white Protestants and Catholics now hold unfavorable views of Israel at 50% and 53% respectively. Muslim Americans hold the strongest unfavorable views, with 81% against and just 19% viewing Israel favorably. Just 3% said he was favoring Palestinians too much, meaning Benjamin Netanyahu, with the highest chunk of respondents, 37%, saying they were unsure. More than half of Americans think that a two-state solution cannot be found for Israel and an independent Palestinian state to coexist peacefully, while 46% still think it can be done. Now, do you think... I've heard someone say, so it's been a big shift over the last 10 years now to where the majority of even the GOP under 50 years old are negative on Israel, and the majority of Americans are now negative on Israel. Where do you see this going in 10 years? Is the support for Israel going to collapse?
I think that Israel has normalized itself. You see, Israel had benefited because of historical facts like the Nazi Holocaust, but also the exploitation of those facts by the Israel lobby, including and especially its domestic constituent, the American Jews. It had covered Israel with an aura of being somehow different, that you couldn't hold Israel to the same standards as any other country because of the history and because of the exploitation of that history. I think in the last 10 or 15 years, and especially since October 7th, Israel has normalized itself. That is to say, people are no longer willing, despite the historical fact and despite the exploitation of the Nazi Holocaust, because of the horror that has unfolded, people are no longer willing to hold Israel to a separate standard. It's now, they're Israelis. It's not the Holocaust. It's not the aura. It's just, they're Israelis like any other state. There's Israel, there's a Germany, there's a France, there's a Somalia. It's just like any other state. That state happens to be committing genocide, and we're not going to support it. So it's become a normal state. And a normal state that commits genocide, you don't support it. You don't support a normal state that commits genocide. And now that Israel has been normalized, people are reacting on what they see. And what they see is unbearable. It was interesting.